happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Had a great Father's Day breakfast this morning. Thank you, Livy. At Nico's today, it's usually a pretty busy day, so I'm working, but it's all good. Beautiful day. Yankees are on in about an hour, and I'm gonna show you my favorite steak to eat and cook on Father's Day, and my favorite beer too. Follow along. I'll see you guys soon. So I've got a lot of favorite foods. If you followed the channel, you probably know I talk a lot about pizza, chicken parm. Those are my go-tos. Those are my like nostalgia favorites. But the one question I keep asking myself is what would be the last meal on this earth that I would choose? And I would have to say steak and potatoes. It just hits the spot. And not only steak. I'm talking about good prime skirt steak. The smell of the beef hitting the grill just brings me into another world. So I'm gonna show you how to do that today. And I'm gonna show you how to make one of my favorite versions of French fries, the Greek way. Let's get to it. Here she goes. What's 1 divided by 1?
What?
What's 1 divided by 1?
1.
Alright.
I guessed it too.
You did. What's 2 divided by 2?
2. No. 4. Isn't multiplications and timetables the same?
Divided, I said. How many times does 2 go into 2?
2. No!
How many times does 2 go into 2?
1, 2. What? No! How's it once? How's it one time?
I can't
You
even
said
know.
1.
She gives it away. Alright. It's 1.
Oh, so I was right. So what are you laughing about?
Because you said no, it's not 1.
Oh.
That's why. Oh my god.
2 divided by 2. I don't understand how it goes in ones.
So this is a USDA prime skirt steak. Check it out. We got the stamp on it. This is how we pick it up from the market. They're unpeeled, so we got to clean them. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So cryovac like this, inside its own blood, any kind of beef can hold up to 30 to 60 days in this packaging, just in the refrigerator. No need to freeze it. It's called wet aging, actually. All right, so you just want to take that little flap right here and just carefully, and you're taking some of the fat off with it, but it's like a membrane that you're just peeling off. And if you go to the supermarket, most of the time you're gonna find peeled skirt steaks. I prefer it this way, it's just fresher. And as you can see, there's some fat that came off too, but no meat. So just use your finger and kind of hold down the meat as you're pulling this off. And a lot of this chunky fat like that, as you can see, it just peels right off the meat. You can use this, you can cook this down for like tallow, but we don't use tallow too much here. So in the garbage it goes. It's kind of funny, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day again, everybody. I'm cooking for myself. But that's just how I like it anyway. On the other side, exactly the same thing. Just hold one hand down. The left hand is holding the meat down. This side has a lot of fat on this end, so you're not really in danger of pulling any meat off, except for like right here. See? So just, there we go. Very easy. And now we're gonna use a very sharp blade and just trim this fat off. You hear a lot about ribeye, prime rib, and all that stuff. Except for a few bites on that prime rib, I'll take this any day. Just take your knife and trim away, lightly trim away all the fat. Just like that. And you can already see that marbling, man. Look at that. See, we got that nice thin piece of meat right there. And then we got the big boy. That's where it's at. Look at that marbling. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. This thing's like falling apart already. So you can see where all the flavor comes from. And then the other side, the same thing. This is the part that looks like it connects to another piece of meat. And from one entire outside skirt, you can feed a lot of people. So this is like, so 1, 2, and then put that there, portion that out, and then use this piece for another portion. So get 4 good manly sized portions out of this one skirt steak. Dollar to dollar value in flavor. You're not beating this, man. For real. This moves us into the next part, which is seasoning. I've tasted so many skirt steaks in my career. Some people try to go over the top with garlic, marinades. You know where your marinade is? It's right here in these layers of fat. All you need to do, and I say this with the most confidence in the world, salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil for the grill, and that's it. You're getting so much flavor out of this meat. I like to taste the beef. I like to taste the beef flavor, and I don't want to hide it with anything. Chimichurri is great, but when it comes to this cut, all you need is salt and pepper. Warren's Kosher, get yourself a box. Even got a cooling rack. That's actually perfect. Should have did that. Should have did the seasoning on the cooling rack, but it's all good. All right, so we're gonna let that sit, let it come down to room temp, and let that salt penetrate a little bit. Now for the chips. This is so Greek. It's my favorite way. One of my favorite ways to make French fries. Now you're gonna want to slice the potato. I would say about a 1/4 inch thick. Just like that. We don't want actual potato chips. We want something a little heartier. Right? You can use a mandolin too, but I'm not doing that many, so it's not that big of a deal. If you guys ever been to Greece, you know what I'm talking about. This is what you usually find as French fries. All right, so since these are flat, I don't usually do this with my fries, but since these are flat and they have a tendency to stick together, I'm gonna make a nice little starch bath. So let these sit in water for about 15 to 20 minutes, so all the starch can get released, and then we'll move on to the first fry. So right now we just have, we're waiting. We got our skirt steak, seasoned, salt and pepper. Our chips are in the starch bath, and our oil is getting hot. So I'm gonna crank the grill. I'm very excited. I'm hungry. Oh, this is a great Father's Day. Got my Heineken. I'm ready to go. All right, let's do it. All right, shake off that excess water. Just slowly drop into the oil. All right, we're looking really good actually. It's starting to change color a little bit on the edges. All right, so to make this even more Greek, these are Greek chips. I'm gonna show you guys how to make an awesome, insanely delicious spicy feta spread. It's just gonna bring this up a level, and I think you guys are gonna really love it. So a lot of people have been asking me about this, and this is how you make it. It's pretty easy actually. Check it out. This is all you need for this dip. You need some really high quality, creamy feta. This is Hotos brand, in my opinion, the best on the market. So if you can find that, that's great. Also, Bulgarian double cream feta works very well too. These are pickled jalapeno peppers. You got marinated roasted red peppers. It's just balsamic vinegar, olive oil, garlic, all that good stuff. I'm doing this with one hand, guys. One hand on the camera. You know how I do. There's some milk in there, so this thing doesn't get stuck. So go as light or as heavy as you want here. Some of that pickling liquid, that's going to give our acid to the dip. All right, so just a little bit of that. Needs a little touch of sugar, a little sweetness. And now we're just going to season it with a little bit of salt. Just mix that in. Chopped parsley. That's our spicy feta dip. Alright, we got the steak on the grill. Got our beer. Life is good. Happy Father's Day. right, meat's off the grill. And the next most important step is to let the meat rest. Thin cuts of meat like this, maybe about 10 minutes before you cut into it. But while the meat's resting, our oil is hot. Let's drop in the fries for the final cook. Let's do this. Oh, Christina, bring me up some oregano, please. Alright guys, that's it. That's my go-to last meal. Check this thing out. No fork. No fork. This is how we do it on Father's Day. Oh my God. Guys, when I tell you my favorite steak, there's nothing that beats this, man. Nothing. All those fat layers inside the meat made it so juicy. All that flavor. Holy shit. Oh shit. Alright, I gotta get back downstairs to work. Hope you guys enjoyed the day. Really just relax. Enjoy your kids. And have a beer on me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.